Alright, today we're gonna get juked.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Smash Brothers video. Today we're going to try and get Pyra and Mythra into Elite Smash. Now, I've already tried this before, not on camera. So, obviously this is a pretty big video for me to make. I mean, it took me 2 years to get here, and you know, I've always had a problem recording because I really don't like listening to the sound of my own voice. But to put it simply, this is all of the characters I've gotten into Elite Smash. I saved all the videos and then recorded them later on my capture card, so they're just gonna kind of play in the background while I talk. Kind of like some of my older videos, just without the not even PNGs. It's definitely a weird experience being here, but I decided I'd split this video into 2 parts. That way, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't have to talk for like 22 minutes. It just seemed easier to edit that way, but sorry, that was a good shield break. Pretty proud of that. But yeah, it's 2 years and finally got every character in Elite Smash to end my, I guess, first series. So for the topic of this video, I figured I'd talk about the competitive Smash scene as a whole, because it's something I've really gotten into, and I just don't think I would be here if it wasn't for that. It's definitely been a long, crazy journey. Back when I first started, I had just moved, just barely got back into Smash Bros. And decided to pick up Wolf, I think. Yeah, I picked up Wolf, and that got me into Smash Bros. Videos, and then that got me into tournaments. Watching major tournaments. I didn't go to my first tournament for a good while, but it really got me into the scene. So I guess I want to start where I think it was Riddles, actually. Riddles was getting really good at the game, and I really liked his Terry and Kazuya, and that's really what brought me back into Smash Ultimate, I think. It was either that or like, actually I know what it was. It was there was a Smash club at my new school, so I showed up and there were some guys who looked at me stick jumping with my character, and they were like, "You don't turn stick jump off?" And I was like, "No, are you supposed to?" And they were like, "Yeah, you get way better with it off." And I was like, "Okay." So then I went home, like, looked at videos of how to put the controls, and then that got me recommended to more Smash videos, and then I really got into Riddles, and then eventually MKLeo, Spargo. I mean, and those are like all of my favorite guys right there. MKLeo, Spargo, Riddles, Tweak, Mars, and I guess you could say Sonics. I like Sonics. He's a cool guy. I like watching his streams and his practices, but obviously in tournaments, I need something like Subway Surfers or something to put in the background, because Sonic is a boring character. No other way to say it. But it's honestly a little cool how the meta has devolved. I mean, I wouldn't say I love where it's gone, but it's cool to see competitive players just taking characters they like, pushing them to their absolute limit. Like frickin' Peanut on Little Mac. Who mains Little Mac? I mean, only that guy could do it, and he's doing everybody a real service because nobody else is gonna do it. But it's one of the things I love about Smash Bros. Is you can pretty much pick up any character, and not necessarily in a major tournament sense, but in a you know, casual sense, casual tournament sense, you could pick up any character, take them to your tournament, and if you're good enough, you can win. It's one of those things that I feel like Smash Ultimate really did well, is you can pick up any character you want, any playstyle, and you can win with them. And I think that was so brilliantly made. Obviously, when you get into like the meta of Ultimate and its competitive scene, that's not very true. You gotta pick like C plus and up, otherwise you're just never gonna win. Like, I mean, look at Ike. He was one of the best characters in the game when it came out. Now he's, what is he, D plus tier? So that's just goes to show how the meta evolves. And King K. Rool used to be the best character in the game. Then everybody just kind of figured it out, and he got nerfed. I'm pretty sure he got nerfed too. But yeah, it's so interesting seeing how we got to this point. I mean, early tournaments, you had Ike, you had PT, Pokemon Trainer, Palutena, Zero Suit Samus, Mega Man, and you know, then it started slowly getting to Joker, Diddy Kong, Mario, Pac-Man, and then we got Byleth in the Wi-Fi area, and then we come back, MKLeo pulls out the Joker again. That was absolutely amazing. I remember watching Smash Factor 9 when he did that against the Buzz and just being like, oh, what's the Hulk? You're so screwed now. Because I tell you, when Leo pulls out the Joker, he's not kidding around anymore. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of players I look up to because they're just that good. And even characters I don't necessarily watch, I have a lot of respect for, like Gluttony. His freaking character got nerfed, and he still plays them because he just likes the character. To be fair, Wario is still pretty viable. He's like what, A minus tier now? Sure, that's not S plus S or S minus, but you know, A tier is still pretty good. Which, respect, I mean, your character gets nerfed, you keep playing him. To be fair though, we don't really see any Inkling mains anymore. But yeah, the meta has definitely evolved. And like I said before, it's not a perfect meta. I mean, Steve can 0 to 60 you pretty consistently. Sonic can just run around the whole time, and Game & Watch has some of the most outrageous frames and disjoints, but even with all that, all those characters are beatable. It's definitely not as bad as like Brawl Meta Knight, Melee Fox. I still wouldn't say freaking Steve is as bad as Melee Fox or Smash 4 Bayonetta. Like, sure, he's bad, but he's not the worst. It could be a lot worse. And sure, he can 0 to death, but more often than not, you can do something about it. It's not... Okay, placing blocks is stupid. The fact that he can place blocks and how disjointed they are, it's obviously pretty dumb. And Minecart, don't even get me started on Minecart. Minecart is just a slightly nerfed Wonder Wing that you can use more than friggin' 5 times. It's honestly insane. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun seeing the meta develop, and I got into it in about, what did I say, 2022? So in 2022, I sort of got into the meta that was there then, and then eventually I caught up on all of that, watched all the old videos, VG Bootcamp with the Joker and Pokemon Trainer, just all those, and it was really cool to see. And then, you know, it got really fun watching whatever new thing came out. And to be honest, I did not expect frickin' Corrin to come back. I was really excited to see Shattuck, MKLeo pull that off. And Neo of course. Although, to be fair, we haven't seen Neo in a second. That's kind of weird. But, yeah, like I was saying before though, you can pick up a lot of characters. There was Little Mac who just won a tournament in Japan, and freaking Little Mac's like the second worst character in the game. It's honestly insane. This is such a different game, and I love it. It's a broken game. It's got its glitches. It's got its faults, but it's my game. This is my game that I love to play, and I honestly can't get enough of it. One thing I will say though is its online sucks. The fact you need to buy a LAN adapter to get your games to work is insane. Like, Nintendo really just needs to get some dedicated servers, which is another thing I want to talk about. The fact that Nintendo doesn't like this game as an esport. At least I'm pretty sure. That's what I've heard anyway. When I've been looking around on the old Mars and stuff like that. But the fact that this game is being withheld from being as good of an esport as it could be, like, seriously, they just need like one more patch and this game could be honestly a really solid esport. But instead it's still kind of buggy. Steve, Sonic, Game & Watch, they all kind of ruin it, and all they would need is some nerfs. And Rob, don't even get me started on Rob. I hate Rob more than I hate Steve, and maybe not more than Sonic, but it's bad. But yeah, it's honestly so weird that Nintendo doesn't want to, I don't know, adhere to the competitive scene, because obviously it's not their biggest part, but it still makes them a lot of money, which I don't know. But that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video, so please like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for my next video.